My name is Dot Fennell. I'm 86 years old. I'm a widow lady. I've had a sort of a rough time for the past 2 years, a little plus 2 years. I had a lot of breakdowns in my house after my husband passed away. It seemed like one thing after another started going bad. Suddenly water was coming up through the foundation of my house into my house, and my bathroom started flooding. This was my home. My husband had bought it for me. I'd been in this house 30 some years, and I didn't want to leave my house. So I started filling up jugs, and each time I would empty a gallon milk jug, I would clean it thoroughly and then fill it with water. I dispersed them into both bathrooms. And then I went to the dollar store and bought 4 big buckets, plastic buckets, and I kept those filled with water, and I used my buckets to fill up my tub to take my bath, and I used the gallon jugs for cooking and cleaning, and I did that moving into the beginning of the 3rd year, and I just was getting tired. I'm an old gal. I'm 86 years old, and it was getting to be a real battle toting all those water jugs in and having to do that every 2 to 3 days. But I survived. A neighbor knew that I was in trouble, and 2 of my neighbors down the street, they somehow found out about Builder's Care, and a wonderful lady at Builder's Care named Chrissy. She got a hold of Steve, who is the owner of the Greatful Plumber. He brought a crew of men in here. They were absolutely wonderful guys. They worked here for almost 3 full days. So I have water now in my bathrooms, in my kitchen. I have hot and cold water, and it's just such a blessing. This man just opened up his heart and came in, and he became like a friend. So I'm grateful to Steve and Greatful Plumber. I don't know what I would have done or how much longer I could have continued functioning as I was doing until he stepped in and took over. And so I'm just so thankful for Builder's Care and Steve and his team who've come in, and just yesterday there were men working, and they're still here today, who are doing the drywall and all because instead of the water going under my house now, it comes up through my attic and down and drops down into my kitchen and my bathrooms. So I'm just a grateful person to this man and his team, because he was determined that this old lady was not going to live here any longer without running water and stop this business, because the plumbers told me I couldn't keep the water going under my house. It would literally destroy the foundation. And so I'm just grateful that things came together, and I feel that through it all, God was in it all, because he saw that I needed help, and this man became the helper. So I'm just grateful, and I can't express it adequately how much how thankful I am for what's been done for me, because it has been a rough time for me, but things have changed, and my life is like it's worth living again.
Call Greatful Plumber today for your needs at 904-643-3946.